Guys, Keith Trade. Today is June 17th. I'm going to be going over my perfect setup. Again, today, great day, 2 for 2. And then we didn't trade on Monday, right? Didn't find a good setup, so I didn't trade live. It's going to pay the patience as always. We're going to go over my perfect setup. Today, I took this trade on my eval, and I made way too much money, so I spammed hella trades and got under that limit. But I just bought this eval for fun, just to, play a scalping strategy. But yeah, all the members cashed out today. I'm not sure anyone sent any testimonials. I'm pretty sure there's somewhere up in here. But anyways, into today's plan, I said overnight we were consolidating, right? I said we jerked off the 1 hour bearish. If we can shift lower, I look for shorts to 21,995 and then 954 into the 4 hour. And then, yeah, that ended up getting hit. I ended up getting a trade to that level. And then I said we also have bullish SMT. I said if we inverse the 5-minute bearish, 5 clear bars, I want to look long targeting 122. And then these targets higher. So I ended up getting both trades and both targets met. My long didn't meet the target, but let's get into what I was looking at. Coming into the session, right, here is that 1 hour bearish we were rejecting. Again, my TP 122 was just this high, and then 195 is going to be the low, right? Overnight high, overnight low. Those are going to be your main two easy targets. So coming into the session open, we ended up getting that inverse 5-minute, but we did not get a clean respect of it, so I did not find a trade, but I did find my trade from here. Right, coming in, we dipped into this 5-minute fair value gap, and we left a very nice SMT. Keep a track of the 6:15 a.m. low. We swept it out, making a lower low, respecting the 5-minute bullish. If we go to ES at that same time frame, we can see ES held a lot stronger. We can see the 6:15 a.m. low failed to get swept. We made a higher low for ES. On NQ, we made a lower low. So this is my highest quality model. It combines an SMT inverse model, and it also combines a 5 or 15-minute continuation. Again, my target for this trade was this high and then this high. Point of entry, obviously going to be playing off this inverse close and this 1-minute bullish. Here's your long. Stop loss rest at the wick low. And we got a nice delivery for about 38 points to this high. And I only had one mini, so I got fully out here. And why did I get out fully out here? Because this is a 7 a.m. news candle, so told members, let's just go break even before 7 a.m. because it always does some crazy stuff. And we ended up popping this high out scale break even point, so I took it fully off. Only had one contract. We did have a member. She held to the full target, 122, as you can see. Here's my long. And then now we dipped right back into what? The 1 hour bearish. So I did call a short potential. I gotta find it. We text a lot of chat. Somewhere. Should be here somewhere. Okay, I said right here, right? 7:19 a.m. I could see shorts playing if we get a clear shift lower. Right, called it. Funny enough, I called it at that entry. Right, so this trade ended up playing a little bit off the early entry. But nothing for me here. Took our win, hopped off. And then we came into the PM. Right, PM session, we caught that short level down to that 995. And that's the trade I took that I made too much money on. Right, I was originally going to get a scale break even at this low and then just call it, right? This would hit my profit target for the day, but it shot down. And I waited for it to buy back up a little bit, but I made a little bit too much money for an eval, which is totally fine. Again, this model was a bit different and a bit riskier in my opinion. Right, so we did have that 15-minute fair value gap. Whoops, wrong. We had a 15-minute fair value gap. Right, I did want to see this get tested before we made the move. But for me, I was confident in the shorts, right? We have rising tensions in the Middle East. So this 1004 high was swept on NQ. It was a small SMT here. I believe it was that high. If we go to ES at that same time point, I'm pretty sure I am right. Yeah. So this 1004 high fails to get swept. Small lower high here. And there's another little SMT right here, but small lower high. And then NQ making the higher high. So we had an SMT off of this 15-minute, right? We did not test the 15-minute, but this was enough for me to take it based off of a 2-minute inversion, right? So I said, right, if we held the SMT and we inverse this 2-minute, right, it is likely that we should run lower. So we got that 2-minute inverse. We drew back into it, faked out. I got my entry. Boom. And then we absolutely dumped the market. It was about a 40-point trade. And that was all she wrote. Again, my A+ model, my perfect setup being this model here. That SMT off of the 5-minute fair value gap with the inverse and the clear draws higher to overnight high. Asia, London, whatever it is. I'm not sure what session it was. And this was a bit of a different model. Again, my A+ model would have been if we traded back into the 15-minute with this SMT then inversed. But for me, this was enough. Obviously, selling pressure came in aggressively, and we got that nice hit on that full TP move here. But that's going to be it for June 17th. Thank you guys for watching. Leave a like, leave a comment, subscribe. And if you want to join the Discord, we'd be happy to have any and all new members. We've been absolutely cooking this market. But until next time, guys, peace out.